Okay, Leadership 101 according to Wayne here. The first question you have to ask yourself, are you a coach? You think about a football team or a baseball team or a soccer team. A coach kind of assembles all pieces, manages all pieces, encourages all pieces, disciplines all pieces, and really gets people moving in the right direction for the end goal. So are you a coach? I'm not a sports guy at all. Everybody says, hey, you ever golf? Never hit a golf ball in my life. Hey, you want to go to the football game? Not really. But I look at leadership like an orchestra. And how do you orchestrate all the instruments to come out with this great, sweet melody at the end of the show? A guy playing a trumpet, do you want him to play a flute or a piano or keyboards? Not really. If he plays a trumpet well, let him play the trumpet better than anybody else that you can get. So understand, in business and leadership, understand what instrument your people are going to play and how they're going to do that. Along the way, utilize that talent. Utilize that talent to the best of their ability. How can that person fine-tune their sound of their trumpet? How can they take courses to further their education? How can they take courses to better, do social media in their business? But how can that trumpet player really play better than everybody else out there? So utilize the tools that are given to help that person be the best they can be. And fine-tuning, no matter if you've been in business for 20 years, 2 years, or 50 years, fine-tune. You're never too old to learn. So fine-tune yourself, but fine-tune your team as you coach your talent. Meaning that, hey, that's a little bit too high, or hey, that's a little bit too far out of the lines, or, I love when people color, and they color outside the lines, but don't get on the other page. Color within the lines. Play that trumpet better than anybody else, but stay close to the line, if you will. Last thing about leadership that I firmly believe is let your staff know by your actions that you have the umbrella over them. What I mean by that, if it rains, they know you're not going to let them get wet. They know that if they get in a bind, you got their back. I'd rather have people ask for forgiveness and permission in business. They know I got their back. So when it rains, make sure your employees know that the umbrella is strong and it's firm, and you are taking care of them. Leadership's a crazy thing. Bill Hybels talks about lead where you are. Well, where you are is everywhere. Whether it be a grocery store, whether it be in a boardroom, whether it be in a staff meeting, whether it be at this conference today. But lead where you are, and that's everywhere. Last but not least, be candid. Let people know that your actions speak louder than words. Let people know that when you say something, take it to the bank and cash that check. Meaning if you're honest with people and you're upfront with people, nobody's looking over their shoulders trying to figure out what's going on. Both the employer and the employee love when people are candid with them. May not be what they want to hear, but they'll respect you for your honesty. So that's it. Leadership Wayne Elsey Style 101.